Another quick tip is these guys. We probably should have gotten the guards that you'll see a lot of people finding. We've broken a number of these, people punching them into walls. We've lost 4 or 5 TVs. We recently had somebody manage to completely snap one in half, not even sure how. They're not insanely expensive, but at 150 bucks a pop, they do start to add up. Another thing about it is any game that has the grip, the side grips, as part of their kind of core gameplay can be a real issue for a lot of people, and you're going to find your employees having to actually kind of hold people's hands and show them how to use it. So anyways you can, either SpringboardVR has a great tutorial built in that actually shows them how to use this. That's an option, or having a game card that sort of explains the controllers. There's different ways to do it, but I think it's important that these controllers aren't incredibly intuitive for everybody. So kids get it pretty quick, but adults sometimes need some coaching. There's just a lot of buttons and they're all the same color. And when you have the headset on, you can't even look at your hands as easily as, you can see the controller, but it's not always the same. So another tip, always use the lanyard, force people to do that, and that will prevent people from chucking them across the room at each other or into the TVs. I'm sure all of you guys have played VR many times, so you know that for a first-time person, games like Zombie Training Simulator or Last Sniper or Brookhaven, people get amped up. They totally forget they're in an arcade, and they will charge across the space, throw their controller, run away. If you walk by our arcade in the mall, you just hear screams periodically from girls playing Zombie Training Simulator or Brookhaven for the first time. Other things I would mention. We found a really cheap solution for our TVs for our front displays. So we basically have 2 TVs that are stacked on either side when you're walking past our store. And in a mall, it's huge because walk-by traffic is everything. So instead of buying really expensive displays that are designed for retail spaces, we just bought cheap 50-inch TVs at Sam's Club, and we got these little media players that you can get on Amazon for about 20 bucks. And it basically plugs in via HDMI to the TV. You can select a file, so any video file you want, and it will loop it over and over and over again. And those TVs have been huge. As people walk by, that's the first thing they see. They're bright, they're visual, and we actually used the HTC Vive demo video. We took part of that kind of shows people in VR as a real simple way of communicating what the experience is like, because that's kind of obviously the hardest thing to figure out is how do you show people what it's like to be in VR? Well, if you can find a mixed reality video like the Vive one, that's a great way to do that.